environment is everybody areas. It's going to go into it. Those afterwards, it's called about.
It's the same as PTE too. Oh, PTE has two rights. And in IELTS, we have the writing. They have both.
Yeah, but what sometimes they don't work very well. That's IELTS. What are not
So you are adamant that you want me. Like,
it doesn't like it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. What is one of the things
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
IELTS is better for you.
to
IELTS general. I know a lot of your friends say PTE. If you want, I can give you a mock test for IELTS and mock test for PTE.
checks and worry. That's
The problem with PTE is two things. Okay, the test is too short. The test is too short. Yeah. The test is too short. Reading, you will do it 30 minutes. Yes. Writing, you will do it 20 minutes. It's too short. So it's you get to be too stressed. IELTS is 1 hour. Oh, you have more time. Yeah. Well, actually,
Hi, Ben. Good day.
Hi, Vince. Good day.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Not bad. It's just you. Where's everybody? Do you have a class earlier today?
No.
No. Mhm. Okay. Hi, Ken. Good afternoon.
Hello, teacher.
How's it
I'm
going?
just the way go home. Now just on the first station. Sorry. So yeah, I just maybe if I got home I will turn on the camera.
No problem. Where are you, by the way?
I live in Mary Warren.
Ah,
It's too far from city.
yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. As long as you can learn something, I'll be happy.
All right. So I'm still here. I'm still listening. Just know I will just let you know when I get home.
Uh-huh.
Right. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, sir.
Hi, George. Hi, George. You need to unmute yourself. Yeah.
How are you?
How are you? Good.
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome. Okay. So now let me share the screen. We're going to get started. Okay.
Mr. Jerry.
Pues sí, me gustó, pues está tan bien.
What did you say, George?
I am going at home.
You're going
on the
home?
tram.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry. Sentence. We have Ben, George, Ken. Hello, Nua.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Awesome. Right now we have four in total. Small class. Okay, so welcome to week 6. In this week, we're gonna continue learning letter writing. And today, we're going to learn about complaint letter. So let me show the objectives today. First, the topic. Complaint letter. Then the letter type will be formal letter. And then we're going to look at how to read the letters with the expressions. I am writing to complain about. This is the first expression. The other expression here. Wait a moment. This issue has caused me what? And then we're going to write a letter. Write a complaint letter. Right. So this is what we're going to do together today. Hello, Richie. Is that Richie?
Yes, hello, teacher.
Nice to meet you. My name's Dylan. I'll be the teacher today. So have you been in any letter writing class before?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, was that in Ms. Mona's class?
Yes, that was her.
Awesome. All right. So today, Richie, we're going to focus on writing a complaint letter. Let me see who else has just entered. Okay, that's everybody. Oh, Carol's here. All right, now Ben, can I get you to read our objective today?
Topic, complaint letter, letter type, formal, expression. I'm writing to complain about this issue has caused me. Write a complaint letter.
Excellent, thank you. Richie, would you read the objectives for today?
The objective topics complaint letter. Letter type is formal. Expression, I am writing to complain about. This issue has caused me. Write a complaint letter.
Awesome, that's good. Thank you, Richie. Hi, Bayu.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Not bad. Thanks for asking. Hi, Carol.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. Excellent. So today we're going to focus on how to write a complaint letter. All right. Of course, to make you to be more clear, with the meaning. First, we need to know what that means. What does complaint mean? Does anyone know? What's the meaning of complaint? Any ideas? No? Okay.
To argue,
Mhm.
to challenge, to argue, to challenge,
To challenge? Yeah, good point. To challenge. So first, complaint means the fact or the thing of to complain. And to complain means that you are challenging someone or something. You are talking about some negative, like a bad point about something. All right. Can anyone tell me in what cases will we complain? When would you complain?
When are we not happy about the service or something?
Yeah, very good. When we are not happy with what? What did you say, Ken?
The service.
The service, right? The service. Definitely. So let's think about some situations. For example, in the restaurant. In the restaurant, what can you complain about? Any ideas?
The food is not hot. The food is get cold.
All right. So maybe that the food is cold. Complain about that the food is cold. The food cold. Yeah, or maybe let's say the staff there do not provide a good service. Maybe some of them is rude or not very polite, right? So this is what we might complain about in a restaurant. What about in an apartment? Do you have any ideas?
Like water leak.
Oh, right. Thank you, Richie. Leaking water, right? Anyone? Anything else? Okay, so yeah, that's a good point. Or maybe
next door neighbor too noise, too loud, or something like that.
oh yeah, the neighbor. The loud neighbors. Excellent. Sarah, I haven't seen you for a while.
Oh yeah.
How have you been?
I'm okay today.
Good.
Yeah. Sorry about a lot of absence in the past.
That's all right. We got reasons to do something more important. I totally understand. Let me check who else haven't been here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Net. How's it going, Net?
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. You fine?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Okay, let's continue talking about the complaint. What about something like store or shopping mall, shopping center? All right, the English style. Anything else? Anything you may complain about? All right, I think I got a more relevant idea. Everybody goes to the supermarket, right? What can you complain about? Especially, about the product you buy from the supermarket.
The quality of the product, expiry date.
Quality. Excellent, Richie. The quality of the product. Right. Or maybe it has expired, right? Like it's gone bad. It tastes awful. So that's what you can complain. Or maybe in a shopping center. I mean, not really in the shopping center, but you might buy the clothes from a shopping center and it's broken, right? A broken clothes.
Return and refund.
Yeah, you want to ask for a refund, right? So these are the cases we may complain about something. And today we're going to learn how to write a complaint letter. First of all, as usual, we're going to revise the steps to writing. Right. So let me see. Net, would you tell us what is the step 1?
Opening.
Opening. Excellent. Opening. What's opening? Can you give me an example, Net?
Dear sir and madam or supervisor. Something.
Right, exactly. Excellent. So it might be like the blah blah blah, right? Or hi, blah, blah, blah. It could be madam or sir, or if you know the name, you can mention the name. So this is the opening, which is necessary in any language when writing a letter, right? And then step 2. Value, would you tell us what step 2?
Background.
Exactly. Thank you, Value. So that is the background information. Here, you might talk about who you are, right? Why you write this letter, or any other basic information the reader needs to know. This is something you need to include in any type of letter, because you're writing a letter to someone who has no idea what you're going to talk about. So it's always good to have let's say a paragraph, a whole paragraph, but short, where you tell people about the basic information. Okay, so that's step 3. Next one, that was step 2. And next, step 3. Ben, can you tell us what's step 3? And Ben, would you turn on your camera, please?
Oh, yes.
What is step 3?
Information.
Yes, information A. Information A. Thank you, Ben. Nua, what's next? Nua, can you hear me?
Yeah, teacher.
Step 4.
Information B.
That's right. Good job, Nua. Information B. All right, so what I mean by information A, information B, is not that you have to include 2 pieces of information. It just gives you an idea. If you want to talk about 2 different things, you need to write about them separately. Information A, information B. And then what's the next? Carol?
Recommendation.
Recommendation? Or request. Yeah, it's a good idea to mention a recommendation, because you do give some recommendation in some cases. Yeah, but I'll leave request here. This is what we have been learning. And next one, step 6. Sarah, do you know what's step 6? No. What about Net?
Teacher, like I want to put like 5 for like explain and reason and request after like number 6.
You mean you want me to explain what that means in step
No,
5?
I think we got like explain and the reason why too. I think we missed that. Because
Ah,
Step
that,
5.
after, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
number 5, can I or not? I'm not sure. Just asking.
I mean,
Complain we
yeah,
should give the reason, yeah, the reason and explanation and the reason why that problem. And then we request like suggestion for return or refund or exchange.
okay. I think here's a bit of misunderstanding. When you write a letter in the 8 steps, number 3 and number 4 is the body part. So this is like if you want, so what you mainly want to talk to this person with, this is what you write in. Right? So step 3 and step 4. In step 3 and step 4, you talk about the main thing, right? And maybe after talking about something in here, something in here, after talking about your major business, you can give some recommendation or request at the end. For example, if we write a letter, a complaint letter, right? Complaint letter. In the first step, we address the reader, dear sir or madam, right? And then the next step, you are telling why you're writing this letter. And then in step 3 and step 4, here you tell the reader what is the problem, right? The problem. For example, my window is broken, right? You might send this email or letter to the building manager. So here, that's where you talk about the problem. You describe the problem. And then the request is like, okay, we're not just describing the problem, right? We're going to give some recommendation or request. It's like something you say to finish your complaint letter. For example, I need someone to repair it or fix it. I need someone to fix it, right? This is what you say. Number 5, step 5 is usually smaller than 3 and 4 because that's not the body part, right? Does that make sense, Richie?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so basically, once you have finished step 5, you have finished all the major things, right? And the following things are more like the letter conventions, like the etiquette. So step 6, does anyone know what that is? Bayu?
Finishing the topic. Finish.
Signal close.
Close.
Signal close, yeah. Signal close. Bayu, can you tell us what signal close?
Signal close like
I'm looking forward to hear from you. Is it that one?
So signal close is an even shorter phrase that you tell the reader I'm about to finish. It's usually just one sentence, taking up just one paragraph.
Is it
Sometimes we can skip this part. And number 7. Where you're closing.
the
Closing.
signal close? Is it something like, please contact me on this?
Yes.
Is it
So
that one, or
right.
I'm looking forward to hear from you, like Richie said? Which one is better for the signal clause?
They both work.
Okay.
They are both good examples.
Yeah. Okay.
And normally we say, I look forward
To hear from you.
to hearing from you.
Yeah, that's always confused me, because
Yeah.
why it to hearing? So to hear mean to hear, it's a verb.
Mhm.
But here we said to hearing. So to hear, it's mean like looking forward to.
Yeah. So the thing is that here is a let's say a grammatical thing, that we always look forward to a thing. We
Looking
look forward to the
okay.
happening of a thing.
Okay.
Right. So it's not like you look forward to do something, but you look forward to something happening.
Okay.
Grammatically, it does make sense to say look forward to do something, but traditionally in letter writing, we say look forward to
To
hearing.
hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, this is not our focus today. Signal close, as I was saying, it's a short paragraph to close your letter. But of course, there's an even shorter phrase such as lots of loves, or yours faithfully, yours sincerely, kind regards. I think this is what you see most here in Australia. Again, that's the letter convention for you to round off your letter. And 8, of course, that's your name. Signature. All right, so that's the 8 steps to writing. Now can I get, let me see, Richie, would you read the 8 steps for us? Just the red parts. There we go.
8 steps to writing. 1. Opening. 2. Background. 3. Information A. 4. Information B. 5. Request. 6. Signal close. 7. Closing. And 8. Signature.
Excellent. Thank you, Richie. And next, all right, let's get Sarah. Would you read the 8 steps for us?
8 steps to writing. 1. Opening. 2. Background. 3. Information A. 4. Information B. 5. Request. 6. Signal close. 7. Closing. 8. Signature.
Excellent. Thank you. Noah,
Yeah, teacher.
would you read the 8 steps for us?
1. Opening. 2. Background. 3. Information A. 4. Information B. 5. Request. 6. Signal close. 7. Closing. 8. Signature.
Good job. Thank you, Noah. All right. The other thing I want to emphasize here is that the 8 steps give you an idea of the writing structure. But of course, when writing a letter in the real life, you don't have to always keep the 8 steps in mind. I mean, of course, number 1 is necessary. Number 7, number 8, these steps are demanded. But in this part, I would say you can just take the background and the information parts as the necessary thing. And the last thing, it depends on who you are sending to and depends on the topic. But if that's a let's say, a test, a writing test, it's always good to follow the 8 steps to writing. Okay. Now we're going to move on, and now let me see who else has just entered the class. Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Mr.
I haven't seen you for a while. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Are you at home today?
Uh,
Are you home?
yes, my home.
Yes.
Yes,
Good.
yes, I was
Excellent.
working. Yes.
Mhm. Nice. So I think you will be able to type something, right? Not walking on the road today. Okay. So now let's move on. To the first expression. Expression 1. I am writing to complain about. First thing first, I have a question for you, everyone. Can anyone guess where do you usually see the sentence in the 8 steps?
First
Where?
one.
Yes, Sarah, what did you just say?
First one at the opening.
First one. All right, see the example here, Sarah? I believe you. I believe you understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. All right, I'll give this chance to someone else because I see what you mean here, Sarah.
Yeah.
Ben, can you tell us where would we probably use this sentence?
Sorry,
See this one? I am, okay, Ben, could you read this for us?
I'm
This-
writing a complaint about.
Yep, thank you. Where can we see the sentence in the 8 steps? Take a guess. Is that in the opening or the background?
Background or information.
Yeah, that is right. Exactly. So that's the background. Thank you, Ben. You see here the description of the background here. When you tell people why you write this letter, this is what you can use. I am writing to complain about. Again, I want to mention a let's say a grammatical thing, like what we just talked about. Like I'm here, I look forward to hearing from you. Grammatically, you might say I write or I wrote to complain, blah, 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 which in a sentence, that's right. But traditionally, in the letter writing, we use I am writing. So it's present continuous, present tense, like I'm doing. Because right now, see, I am writing. Right now, when you are typing or when you are writing, it's a continuous action. So I am writing to complain about. So here is what you talk, where you refer to your purpose. The example can be, I am writing to complain about your product. Okay, I'm not saying what product it is. It's just an example. Or I am writing to complain about the service you offer, you provide. So the part the words after about here is what you are not happy with. If you're not happy with the product, if you're not happy with the clothes, you can mention the clothes. If you're not happy with the staff, the waiter or waitress, again, you could say, I'm writing to complain about the service you provide, or just the service. So it depends on the content. Okay, now I'm going to have everybody give me a sentence of use by using this expression. Now think about what you will probably complain about and put your sentence in the chat box. We're going to share and see if that's right. For those who doesn't know what to write about, you can look at the screen. Here I'm going to show you some examples from your classmates. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing. So you don't have to complain for fault. That means it's just something bad happened. That means so for example, let's say the heating system is not working, right? You're just reporting the issue. It's made for some reason broke. It's for some reason broken, but maybe it's not anyone's fault. Okay, let me see. Very good. Everybody's working well with your sentence.
And I'll just go for lunch.
Excellent. Now let's check these sentences together. When I am checking the sentences, what I want you to do is please listen to the explanations for every single sentence. The faults on someone else's sentence can happen in yours as well. So you can learn from other people's sentences as well. All right, now let's check the first one. I am writing to complain about the loud music at late time from my next door neighbor. Very good. The sentence makes total sense. And just one thing I want to emphasize. We usually move this to the end. Yeah. And the reason is that most of the time in English, we refer to the time at the end of the expression, right? In some special context, for example, the time, without the time, the sentence doesn't make sense. In these cases, you can use those time words in the middle or the first half. but 90% of the time you use the time words at the end of the sentence. Does that make sense, Sarah?
Yes, thank you.
This chair is really good. Next one, I am writing to complain about the safety lights on the hallway of my apartment. Okay. So yeah, that's a good one, good example. I think that was Richie's, right? Richie. Let me see. Yeah, Richie's. And the only thing is just I want to change the preposition in the hallway. Yeah. Because it's in the zone, the whole space of the hallway, right? You could say on the wall, but if the lights is, or let's say, I guess the lights are on either the ceiling or the wall, right? So that's where you can use on. Otherwise, if you refer to the hallway, which means the whole space, it's in. Does that make sense?
Yes, teacher. Maybe I used to use like on the driveway. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
right.
the ground, yeah, but it's on the thing, so it's in there, inside.
Yeah, yeah. So hallway is more like a whole space. It's not like the road, the road itself. All right. Next one. I'm writing to complain about the hotel room's quality and facility. That was Ben. Ben, what do you mean by the facility?
Uh,
Can you give me some examples?
like water.
Water?
Yeah.
Well, do you mean everything in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, like the bed, the table.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. In English, facility is a bigger thing, a bigger idea. For example, the facilities in a city, they can be a gym, a supermarket, a hospital, or railway. So facility is bigger. At school, the facility can be library, the building, the labs. So a facility is a space or a construction that is built for a specific use. So you cannot refer to facility when talking about items in the room. What you can use is the furniture, or more specifically, the water. Right? Does that make sense, Ben? Does that make sense, Ben? Does that make sense? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. And you would say the quality of the rooms. That's better. Okay, next one. I am writing to complain about the behavior of your staff with the customer. Okay, the behavior, good, of your staff. Yeah. This is good. Let me see who this is. Carol. Yeah. Wait, not Carol.
Me. That's me, teacher.
Oh yeah, that's Ken. Toward, like at someone, toward the customer.
Oh. Yes.
And by the way, I'm not sure what you mean exactly here, Ken. But everybody, you need to know that staff does not mean one person. Staff is actually plural. So staff is an abstract idea. It means people who work in a company. So if you want to just report someone's misbehaving, it's more like one of your staff. So staff is more like the group of the employees. Does that make sense, Ken?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Next one, I'm writing to complain about train have problems. So Niwa, my recommendation is that first you need to say the train. And if you really want to talk about the problems, you can talk about it in the following paragraphs, the next paragraphs. So here you can just simply say, I'm writing to complain about the train. Is that clear, Noah?
Yes.
Beautiful. Next is the values. I'm writing to complain about the service at this hospital. All right, again, it's similar to Nua's sentence. It's a good example value, but we can just stop the sentence from here. And in the next sentence, you can say it is not so good.
No, so good and it's 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
Right. As I was saying, this expression, we use it in the second step. We use this expression in the second step, which shows a simple or let's say basic information to your reader. So you don't have to make it too long. Okay, next one. I am writing to complain about impolite service of your restaurant staff that I have experienced last week. Good. Right, so the main idea here is this part. This is what you are not happy with, right? Let me see whose sentence is this. This is Carol's. And for this part, I would say this is good. This is fine. And you might have a question, Mr. Dillon, why this long sentence is fine? The reason is that you are giving some information to help the readers identify when this thing happened. So that gives more information to let your reader know to find the problem. This is what you can add to your sentence. But like how bad, this is something you don't need to mention in the first paragraph. Okay, good job. I've just seen some new messages here. Oh, Andrea has written a long one. Since I cannot, for some reason, I cannot copy the text, I'm just going to read the text in the chat box directly, Andrea. Let me see. Dear all. Okay, Andrea, if you said dear all, it sounds like you're writing for a poster to hang it on the wall. but we are focusing on letter writing. So the better way you could say, dear sir or madam, or dear someone, dear and the name. Next one, I am Andrea Serrano. I work for a company. Good, very good, Andrea. Next one, I am writing this letter to, okay. All right, so Andrea, you are talking about something else, like you want a higher salary, right, Andrea? Yeah. But
Okay.
our task today is that you need to write a complaint letter. So you need to use this expression. I am writing to complain about blah, blah, blah. You can see here, I am writing to complain about the loud music. I'm writing to complain about the safety lights. I'm writing to complain about. So you need to use this expression. I am writing to complain about. Is that clear, Andrea?
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to write another sentence by using this expression. Okay.
I am writing to complain. I am writing to complain about.
Yes, I am writing to complain about. This is what you need to use. Okay, next one. I am writing to complain about quality of sofa I bought. Okay, next, let's see first, the quality, don't forget the article. 90% of the time in English, when you refer to a noun, it usually comes with either an a or an or the, unless it's plural. And next part, the quality of sofa, of the sofa I bought on 5th July 2022. Okay, again, where does the time words go, Net? Do you remember what I said about the time? When we refer to the time in a sentence, where does it go? In the middle or at the end?
At the end.
At the end, right. So we move it all the way to the end. That's better. And you buy something from this place. And it's unnecessary to mention store. IKEA is where you buy furniture, right? So I'm writing to complain about the quality of the sofa I bought from IKEA on 5th July 2022. And that's better. Very good. I like the last two sentences that you have mentioned the further detail of for the complaint. Well, I didn't require all of you to mention this, but it's good to keep it on. Make it clearer for your readers, because your readers don't know what that is, don't know who you are, right? All right, good job, everybody. Any questions so far? Anyone? Any question? I totally understand that it might take some time to think about your question. even to think about how to ask the question. So relax and think about if you have any question from these sentences. If you don't, I'm going to move on. Meanwhile, I'm going to check George's sentence. All right, George.
Can I ask for the kind of toward the end of the letter? When you said I look forward.
Yeah,
Can
just
you
a bit,
okay.
Sarah.
Sorry,
Sorry,
yeah.
let me finish this for George. Then you can ask the question.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Don't forget your question. George, complain, C-O-M-P. Complain. It's not C-A. You see your sentence? The word you wrote is C-A, so C-O. Complain about. A-B-O-U-T. You need to check your spelling. Don't forget to check your spelling. Complain about the price, not the capital P, lower.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
price of my room is too
Expensive.
expensive. All right. First of all, you're in this part, you're joining two sentences, which is not grammatically correct. The better way to say it is that I am complaining about the price of my room. Full stop. It is too expensive.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. But usually it cannot be a complaint letter, right? It's a deal. Before you move in, it's a deal. You cannot complain about it. You might negotiate. You sit down and talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So negotiate will be probably a better thing, a better word you want to refer to. So complain is more like something goes wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I can see that you use the expression very well, and you got some idea. At least it's about some negative thing. So good job, George.
Okay.
Sarah, what was your question again?
Yeah, with regard to the not as the background, but toward the end where the signal closing. So sometimes we would say I look forward to hearing, let's say. But can I say I am looking forward? Is that correct to say I am looking forward?
No.
No. Okay.
I look forward.
I look forward, not I am looking forward.
Yeah. Well, to be quite honest, I can't tell you, like I cannot guarantee why.
Yeah.
But it's just how we say it.
But just commonly say I look forward.
Right.
Yeah.
But according, like, as I assume, as I guess, it's that when you are talking about your thoughts, the verbs of thoughts and feeling are rarely used in the present forms. For example, think, feel, consider. You don't say I am, sometimes you do say I am thinking, but it's like describing the action, like I am thinking. But when it comes to the opinion, you say I think, I feel, I have considered, right? So it's not present. And look forward is another form of thought or feeling.
Okay, because
that's my understanding.
Yeah, when I write a letter, I always confuse with that part because I always say I am looking or I look for. Like, yes, it is always a confuse. So anyway, hopefully just to remember that is the way it is then.
Yeah. So like my suggestion is just
to say I am. I look forward.
Just learn this by heart. Don't change it at all. That's a better
Yep, yep. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the first expression. Great job, everybody. Now let's move on to the next one. Expression 2. The issue has cost me. This is a following sentence for Nua's idea. Nua was talking about the problem with the train. And here I say this issue has caused me to walk home every day. Do you understand what that means, Nua?
No, teacher.
No. So it means that because the train is not working, I have to walk home every day. Yeah. So this or the, either or, it depends on how you're talking. Okay, so this issue has caused me to work home every day. To is one way, one of the preposition you can use for this expression, or alternatively, okay, I'm gonna highlight the whole part here. Cost me, never mind, just I'm gonna use this. This issue has caused me anxious recently. And this is the following idea for Saram sentence. Because my neighbor has been noisy and loud, I have been anxious, like mentally, mental problem. Yeah. But this is an adjective. I would say you might use it more often, use to more often. The adjective one depends on the content. The first example is used more often. All right, so expression 2. Now, can anyone guess where do we find expression 2 in the 8 steps? Now, everybody, please put your answer in the chat box. From 1 to 8, just tell me about the number. This issue has cost me, blah, blah, blah. This issue has cost me. Great. Okay. Good. I see correct answers, and I also see some of you who are close to the correct answer. And I wouldn't say that's wrong, but maybe the other ones are better. So, Bayu, can you tell us why did you choose number 3?
Yeah, I think because the issue like information.
Right. So I think what you mean is that because you're talking about the issue, right?
Yeah.
And the issue is the main information you want to talk about, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Very good. So no matter you chose A or B, everybody, that's good. And I think number 4 is better because you see, this has caused me anxious. This has caused me to walk home every day. What's this? If you say this issue, it means that you have already talked about the issue, right? So maybe in information A, you have described the issue. What's the issue? And then in information B, you said this issue has caused me to blah, 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 right? And the reason for saying this is to make your reader understand how serious this is, how mad you are, how angry you are because of their problem, because if they're faulty, you're not feeling good, right? Okay, now let's practice using this expression. Everybody, please think of an example for using this expression. This or the issue has caused me blah, blah, blah. Yes. Carol, did you send the message by accident?
Sorry, I accidentally enter.
Yeah, no problem.
Por esto, había una muchacha que era cajera ahí.
Hi, Sutor.
Hello, teacher.
How's it going?
It's good.
Good.
And
Awesome.
you?
Not bad.
Yes.
Right. We have Sutor and hi, Dizzy.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Thanks. All right, Sutor and Dizzy. Today we are learning about how to write a complaint letter. Complaint letter. So when we show that we are not happy with something, we can write a complaint letter to someone. And here we're focusing on the expression, the second expression here. So you're talking about a problem or an issue. And now you're going to tell the reader how bad it is, how serious the situation is. And the expression you can use is, this issue has caused me blah, blah, blah. So now what you can do is use this expression and think of an example to complete it. As you can see in the chat box, there are a few examples has already been finished. So think about your own example and use the expression to write a complete sentence. Does that make sense to Odyssey?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, that's an awful hospital by you. All right, now for those who haven't finished yet, you can keep working on your sentence. Now we're going to check the finished ones first. Number 1, that is severance. This issue has caused me a lot of problematic with concentration at work due to sleepless night. All right, so first thing, problematic is an adjective. A lot of, it's like you're counting the thing. So a lot of problems. Problematic is you giving some quality to a thing. So this is a problematic system. This is a problematic plan, for example. So it's that it causes the problems. And I don't think that's a lot of problem because you're talking about the concentration, right? So if you want to talk about the degree, you could just say a big problem. It has caused me a big problem with concentration at work due to, okay, what did I say? Always think about using the article with the nouns. So the sleepless nights, because you're talking about the recent events, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just one night due to the sleepless nights. Does that help, Sarah?
Yep, thank you.
No problem. So overall, that's a good idea. Next one. Oh, Nua, you were so fast this time. Good job. This issue has like by now it has cost me. So had is talking about the past. Has is connected to today. This issue has cost me. Okay, here's the thing. The fact that you cannot take the train is the issue. This is the issue. You're talking about the cost, like what's after that you cannot take the train. For example, you can say, this issue has caused me to take the tram instead. Right? This is the cost. This is what happens next. Is that clear, Nua?
Yes.
Can you think of something else other than taking the tram? Nua, can you use another idea to replace take the tram? This issue has caused me to, what else? What else can you take? You take the train, you take the tram.
Train.
What else can you take in Melbourne? What?
I take the train.
The train? You cannot take the train. How about walk? I mean, if you had to take a train to get home, it's not quite possible to walk. This must be a long distance, but this is how you use this. The fact that you cannot take the train is the issue itself. So you're talking about the cost, what's after it. Okay. So instead here we could say issue has caused me to
take the taxi home, which cost me a lot of money.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because then you complain because you don't have money to spend on taxi.
Yeah. Good idea. So this issue has caused me to take taxi every day.
Yeah, too expensive. You are a student, you can't take taxi.
It's expensive.
Yeah, that's right.
Really a big complaint. Okay, next one. The issue has caused me when I went to the hospital, the doctor gave me wrong distance. Okay, so that's kind of the similar issue as nuance, right? Value. We're talking about the cost. The cost, like because something went wrong, you have to do something or something happened on you. Right? But here you are describing the issue. This is the issue.
Maybe
Right, so
can you check in chat box? I send in chat box some sentence.
okay. Let me check.
Baby.
Okay, so you said because of the wrong medicine, you don't get recovered, right?
Okay.
You don't get better. Yeah. Yeah, but I think if you want to keep using this expression, you could say
Careful your head.
to let me think. This idea is like very hard to use the expression. Maybe I think we have to change. This issue has caused my sickness even serious or even worse. Because of taking the wrong medicine, it's become even more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next one. Issue has caused me to use my own torch every time I walk through the hallway and the light went off. Excellent. Let's see whose sentence this is. That's Richie. Good job, Richie. That's good. Use my torch every time. Yeah, that's definitely the possible problem when there's some problem with the lights. Good. Next one. The issue has caused me to have an unhappy celebration meal with my family. Oh, so I think, wait, this is Carol. Yeah, so I think Carol was talking about the service at the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the following idea for that sentence, right?
Yeah, good.
Good, very good example. But just one thing, celebrating meal. Yeah. We don't normally we don't put two nouns together unless it's a very big word, like something national or legal, or big organizations. In the daily expressions, we don't put two nouns together, like celebration and meal. There are two nouns. So if you want to put the two ideas together, the first one should be converted into an adjective. So celebrating, the present participle can be an adjective to describe what kind of meal it is. It's a celebrating meal. Last one. This issue has caused me to get injury for a long time. So Ken, this is a good idea. Again, I need to turn the form of the word, get injured. So injury is the fact of being injured. You get injured, you get hurt. This is how you use this expression, the collocation. Does that help, Ken?
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. All right, again, Andrea, your sentences are too long, so I'm not going to display it here. I'm going to read it directly. And that's good. That's very good. Okay, now we're going to move on. Wait a second. So what's happening next is that we're going to join these ideas. Oops, that. I need to copy the writing prompt. Sorry, just give me a second. All right, Nat, would you read the writing prompt for us?
Tactic 1. Write a letter of complaint. Use the expression you have learned from the class. These all of them are teacher.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, yeah. You rent a van from car rental company. The air conditioner has stopped working. You phoned the company a week ago, but it still has not been repaired. Write a letter to the company in your introduce yourself, expand the situation, say that action would you like the company to take.
Excellent, thank you, Nat. Sutor, would you read this prompt for us again?
Yes. Okay.
Write a letter.
Write a letter of complaint. Use the expression you have learned from the class. Okay.
You rent.
You rented away from a car rental company. The air conditioner stopped working. Your phone ordered the company to a week ago, but it's still not been repaired. Write letter to the company in your letter. Introduce yourself, explain the situation, say what action you would like the company to take.
Excellent. Thank you, Sator. All right, let's learn some words. Make sure that you understand these words. First of all, rented. What does that mean? Anyone?
Hire.
What does rented mean? What does it mean by renting a van from a car rental company? Can anyone describe it for us?
Meaning you pay them for the short period of time to use the van, but you don't own it.
Yeah, right. Excellent. So rent means that you pay for using the car.
Can you see
Or
this?
what? Is someone asking question?
Can you see the question, please?
I don't get. What did you say, Ben?
Can I see the question, please?
What do you want to see? I can't hear you clearly. Can you type?
Write a letter of company. Can I see this?
See this?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So rent means you pay for using the car for a while, but just a while. So you don't own it. You don't keep it. You have to return. Right? That means for using the car for a while, you don't have to pay the full price for buying a car. So that's rent. A van is like a big car, a big vehicle. A big vehicle. All right, air conditioner. What's air conditioner? Carol, do you know what's in an air conditioner?
Yes, but I don't know how to explain.
So when you turn on the air conditioner, what does it give you?
Feel cold. You let us feel cold.
Yeah, right. So air conditioner is something, some basic thing you need at home. When you're cold, you turn on air conditioner. It gives you the hot air. When you're hot, you turn on the air conditioner. It gives you the cold air. Conditioning is like adjusting. So conditioner, like it turns the temperature. Okay. And the problem is that the air conditioner has stopped working. All right, let me see what else we need to know. I think it's pretty much it. And according to this, okay, I'm going to use the next page. According to the prompt, there were actually two problems. Sator, can you tell us what's the first problem?
The first problem is the air condition stop or doesn't working.
Right, the AC, which is short for air conditioner, has stopped working. And there's actually another problem. That you can tell us what that is?
The problems, the company doesn't respond for the call.
Right. The company did not respond to the request. Very good. Actually, I was asking about you, but good job, Sito. All right. Yeah. So if the problems are included in the prompt, it means that if you miss any of the information, that would be not okay, right? Make sure you include all the information. Okay, now you're going to write a complaint letter following the 8 steps to letter writing and the expressions you have just learned. Here I'm going to, for those who don't know how to write it, I'm going to give you a sample. But of course, you can write your own letter. As you can see, first, the first step, the opening. The next step, the background. My name is blah, blah. I rented a van from your agency from what time to what time. So here we're talking about the time, right? I am writing to complain about. So this is what you want to fill with, what you need to complete. And then here you describe, and basically is the information, right? The situation is that, so this is information A. You use this one to describe what's the problem. And then it has not been repaired since I contacted your office last week. This issue has caused me, right? So here, that's information B. And so here we are giving some strong emotion or tell them how serious the problem is. And last, here you give the request. So far, I am extremely disappointed with blah, blah, blah. I expect an immediate response and a repair. See, that's the request. If I do not hear from you, I will have to take further action. Yours faithfully, then the full name. So this is a sample. I don't expect you to finish to write a perfect complaint letter by yourself. So if you want to, you can try. But if you just want to apply what you have learned today, you can follow this template to write the letter. You'll have 5 minutes to work on it. And after that, unfortunately, I don't have time to go through everybody's work. But you will get some recommendation and explanation while I am checking somebody else's work. Okay, so let's get started. You can write a letter. In response to the prompt. So I have just sent the prompt to the chat box. In the chat box, you can read the prompt, and on the screen, you can read the template. There you go. 2 more minutes. Okay, that's the time. Thanks for your effort in writing the letter. If you haven't finished, that's fine. Please bring your letter. We can discuss this in the next lesson. And we're about to finish for today's class. Just to wrap up today's class, I'm going to ask some of you some questions about what you have learned today. Sarah, can you tell us what you have learned today? 3 things.
First one, review about the 8 steps of writing a complaint letter.
Yeah.
Write a letter in 8 steps.
Yeah.
And some grammatical problem.
Excellent. Did you find it helpful today?
Yes. Thank
Awesome.
you.
No problem. Richie, can you tell us 3 things you have learned today?
Yes, I have learned about how to write a complaint letter, and they have 8 steps. So I learned before, but it reminded me more. Yeah. Make it easy for me to understand more. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Richie. Okay, George, can you tell us something you have learned today?
I learned today new words and new sentence.
For example?
For example, I am writing to complain about.
Yeah, very good. It's to open or to start your letter, your complaint letter, right?
Okay.
Great. Bayu, can you tell us something you learned today?
Yeah, I learned about make a short paragraph like complain.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you, everybody. And that is all for today. I hope you have found it helpful for your letter writing. And I don't wish you to use this skill in your real life because I don't want you to get a chance to use this skill, because once you have to complain about something, there's something bad happen. But it's good to know it. And thanks for coming in. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Have a good day.
Bye bye.